Alright, so back with arms, and today I'm trying to change it up too much, but thinking to go for like single arm, single arm extension slash push downs. Trigger the long head as well as get a really good squeeze and stretch for the triceps. And after that, most likely we'll go for double extensions behind the head, seated, and then, or no, not double extensions, on the same cables, just like the last day, behind the head, both arms at a time. But today, maybe with that fixed V grip that we have. Yeah, the fixed instead of the rope, which looks similar to a rope but is fixed. Meanwhile, let's just push hard on these one arm. Okay, triceps starting to feel warm, but maybe you can go just a little bit lighter too. Well, probably to feel the weight a little bit. And actually, you know what? At least one more that same weight. So, yeah, actually, I was almost about to go for double arm one, but thought that okay, let's focus one arm at a time. It gives me a better focus, better mind muscle connection, and you know that you actually have to actually in terms of time it takes a bit more in terms of completing one set takes well double the time, let's just say that. And but still, if you have enough time on your hands for the gym sesh, then even on a shorter time frames, not to say that you can't do this variation single arm one, but still I might prefer when I'm on time crunch to hit both sides at the same time. I guess it's about a minute or so. I feel ready to hit the next set. I do feel like I kind of forgot to hit a bit, like try out a bit harder and go to failure using partials, but still I'm in the set before this one. The first set was at a decent level. I wanna go one more, dropping the weight by 5 kgs, 11 pounds, and also dropping this one level, keeping it at right about my base level. So I just have to focus on just because I'm not. Whenever I do this variation, at least this variation of this movement per se, but well, let's just say this movement. So whenever I do this movement, I don't care about. I care less about the full range of motion ROM here. So long as I'm able to squeeze and get a little bit of stretch, that's good enough. So keeping it at face level does right about that. So now what I'll be doing is at the bottom, at the very bottom, I'll be going for a little bit of wrist twisting just to trigger that long neck portion, which also will be triggering on the extensions that we're going to do right after these, but still, part of the reason why I thought of going just dropping the weight just a little bit. So I can go at the bottom and twist my wrist and then get it back to stretch at the top. Yes. Okay. So this we're done with these extensions slash push down single arm. Now I'm gonna go for that behind that extension. Oh, feeling a bit on my shoulder. So we're going for behind the head extensions. I'm gonna do it seated, kind of replicating the machine just like last day. But instead of just the rope grip, we're gonna go for this fixed V handle. So let's rest on for 1 or 2 minutes, hydrate a bit, and move on to the working set for this. Oh, so in the middle, actually, this is a fixed grip, so you kind of have to go follow along with the width of this, but still, somewhere in the middle, mid set there, I try to switch on to like more of a closer grip because I mean, when I go towards the edges of this grip, so that actually makes my elbows and my arms flare out a little bit. So instead of that, I try to go like this and really keep my arms, the wrists at the center. So that helped me to get a better contraction and stretch. So just this is just another reminder, like for you guys to not just go along with the exercise and the grips what other people use. I mean, even I thought of replicating the machine and doing these kind of seated cables behind their extensions. But in this, I can go along with any kind of grip. I can go with straight bar grip, or even in terms of the any particular grip, I can go closer, wider. So it all really depends on how you're feeling the contraction and the movement better. So that is what ultimately matters. It's not necessary, and it's also not rocket science either for to understand that it's not necessary that if a particular grip, a particular style of doing any movement is working for that person, for person X, then it would work for you as well. So after that, little advice for you guys. Let's probably move on to a couple more here, and then finish off with 3 pushdowns or 4 pushdowns. I'm not really sure. Not like I wanna, limit to the 8th set for triceps. But actually, I feel like by 8, 9 sets, my triceps are really done based on the even past few arm days, recent arm days. So let's at least maybe do one more here, and then I might, for the last extension, I might go for dumbbell also. Who knows? But at least one good hard set here, just like that. And then let's think about what we're gonna do next. Yeah, maybe I want to do one more dumbbell, one more set of behind the head, but probably on dumbbells. So that would make 6 sets. And for push downs, I think depending on the push downs, we are gonna go for like straight bar push downs most likely. Just going heavier and heavier yet lighter, somewhere in the middle. So moderate weight and dash out good, maybe couple sets, maybe more. Right here on the. So again, this would be a cable day for triceps. Post that, we'll move on to biceps. So I'll maybe bring dumbbell right here because I don't go there and think of any kind of particular camera angle or whatever. So just bring a dumbbell here, which I would think good for my third behind that extension set, and bash out one per second. Push. Okay, so again pushed out a couple or three partials there at the end, but still I feel like my left triceps were giving it. comparatively to my right triceps. But still, I think I got almost similar reps in either of those. 8 to 10 range, whatever, including the postures. But still, I mean, I think even a couple of touchdowns should be good based on the time. Still, we'll just see about that as we after we move back the cables and as we go along with the sets. So earlier I said like only cable day for triceps. That got kind of broken using like because of these dumbbell extensions. But whatever. Let's move on to the next working set. Okay, so keeping the straight bar at right about face level, the same level at which we did those that first movement, the single arm tricep extension slash push down using just the cable grip. And even in straight bar, I don't want like really too much of a stretch. Thus, I'm trying to go heavy and really go from like here till up till most likely till here. I feel like I'm repeating this today. Yeah, but it's similar to what I would want out of other kind of tricep movements. Not to sound in any manner like range of motion is not important, but it's very important. But and I'm still not compromising the ROM as such. I'm just kind of just altering it a little bit. So at the end of it, the ultimate goal is to get a really good squeeze and stretch. And that is why it is also advised to always, get a good range of motion. So let's try for 60, but I think we can go even heavier than that. Just a few testing out reps to see how 60 feels, 60 kgs feel, then going higher if we want to. Yep. Yep. Now I feel I went for 75 kgs the other day as well, which would be 165 pounds as it says on the stack. So I'll just hydrate for usage. What the heck is in the gallon? So going for 75, we should still be able to bash out this one for a decent rep range. Let's just see how many. And yeah, nothing else. Maybe it should be done by a couple of such sets. Yep. I still want to do one more, and based on the feeling, I think we can call it after this next set. I mean, on straight bar push downs, I always tend to go heavier, just because the grip is simpler, at least compared to rope push downs. In this, you can not exactly cheating, but yeah, you can still involve a little more body language and push it compared to you can do that on rope as well, but it's just the nature of these two grips are very different. So your rope push down and your straight arm push down might really vary. So yeah, whatever. Let's just bash out one more set. Hydrate with a few more sips, and then move on to buys. And buys also again, I feel like at least the first movement I want to go for the good old bicep curls, regular alternating dumbbell curls, and after that for preacher, but still currently what is working for me is working for me. So maybe I want to do those preacher bicep curls, either keeping it on some bench or even just on the air, just keeping this angle and because those felt really good. I think what was it like 2 or 3 days ago. So yeah, enough talk. One more set. Yeah. So I don't know at what point the video got stopped, but I was just talking about what I was going to do, what I am going to do after this last set on triceps. So let's just now get done with this. So including the partials and everything, maybe this was a couple of reps shorter compared to the last set. But whatever, man, tries it out. It's moment to bias. First moment, alternating the bulkers. So today, finally, I feel like I want to go for the 20 kgs, the 45 pounders, and I feel like today I'll be able to control them much better for a decent number of reps compared to the last time that I did, which was months ago, I guess. And from now on, these would be regular based on the feeling these give. That doesn't mean that I'll be going to constant weight, lighter, heavier, heavier for sure, even lighter, as and when I feel like it. But whatever. See how this feels. Stretched out the last couple with a yeah, stretched out the last couple ones, but still not too much eating. Little bit is cheating, and the weight felt good though. At least at the start, it felt good. Then maybe I went for I think a slower tempo as well. So when you're going relatively slower and really trying to control and speed and everything, increasing time under tension, then every rep is just let's just say every rep gets promoted. Every rep's importance increases. But maybe one more on this. Move on to cable preachers. All right, so let us change the plans instead of going with the standing single arm variation that I was thinking of earlier, which we did a few arm days ago. Going for seated, kind of taking my kind of taking my lower body, much of the doing the balance kind of thing out of the equation and just focusing on getting good speeds. So let's just bash out a couple good sets here and finish off buys. I guess four sets should be good enough. And then move on to pump check. And then roll to home. Yep. In this again, I might want to go for a little closer grip. So yeah, I'll just see even mid set if I feel like changing, but still relatively closer, like not at the edges going super wide. Okay. This movement wasn't feeling as good as it felt right now after the working set when I was doing it before, like just a few more reps. But actually, I sort of changed my angle body position a little bit. Okay, so today probably not going for unleashing the palm cover style of pump check, but just based on the feel. So earlier, like I just started talking before doing those, in between those alternating numerical curves, two sets, and then did a couple of cable feature curls, kind of. So straight bar curls on the cable, but with fatigue on the biceps as well, and triceps or feeling really great. So maybe a little bit of pumpness lost. I mean, even after the one set of feature calls, I had some work with my friend here, the owner of the gym. So again, talked to him for a few minutes. But now we are ready to see what kind of, is this good enough? I feel like this is okay. What kind of dealing with kind of pumpness. Keeping the pump cover on and not exactly keeping the pump cover on fully, but myself against it. Need to work on those speeds. Yeah, so let's quickly do a few poses and then roll. Front double by, maybe a back double by, we'll see. Really trying to adjust my position, but whatever comes out in the effect. What else? The name which I just learned, but the pose which I kind of knew since quite many months. I mean, with long head is really poking out like right here. Triceps at the bottom. It's still a bit veiny, but I can say one thing certainly that you're much, they're much less than before. At least like much less than a couple of months ago. So arms are done. And tomorrow I'm gonna meet you guys for legs. Hamstrings first, move on the quads, and maybe I'm feeling, at least as of now, right now, I'm feeling like I'm gonna do sports tomorrow. But we'll see about that. So, there's nothing else to say. We go home and probably then go outside with little bro to have have an egg dinner kind of thing. So multiple kinds of different varieties of egg dishes. So get some good protein and fats and healthy fats from the yolk because I don't skip on it. I've never like really skipped on it. I think I've had egg whites really best things. But yeah, whatever. Enough rambling. See you guys tomorrow for legs. Till then, stay consistent.